our society. We do have a cultural problem. What am I explaining? Now, you see people, you respect them because of their age, which is a good thing. It's decent. As a decent human being, you should give some respect to elderly people, people that have more experience in certain things. It's normal to give respect to them. But when these people have shown you that they don't care about you and they are greedy and they are evil, why are you still respecting them? You shouldn't. You try and train yourself from a psychological perspective to stop respecting these people. And this comes in two ways. Number one, we are calling Tinubu a strategist because Nigeria is a completely failed system. And crooks are able to take advantage of the failed system and the uneducated people to look like actual strategists when in real life they are not. What has Tinubu ever done? This is like me coming out and telling you that, oh, Anini was a strategist, the armed robber. Anini was a strategist. Yeah, because he had guns and he would rob, he would steal millions of
banks. He walked straight into the bank.
Yeah.
Do you know how many powerful bank?
Do you know how many banks? Do you know how many babalawo he had? He used to walk through walls.
You know how the soldiers they run from him.
Yeah, they fear the guy. Even politicians used to respect him. He's a strategist. No, he's not. He's just a failed system. He's a product of a failed system. Tinubu is not a strategist. It's like telling me that Akpabiole is a strategist because he was supposed to be in prison. All of a sudden, he became the Senate president. This is a terrorist that is supposed to be in jail. But he somehow maneuvered his way to get into this position of Senate presidency. Now, people are calling him a strategist. Is he a strategist?
A distinguished senator. Or you say
So,
Shekau, somebody's helping you here. Imagine saying Shekau is a strategist. He evaded Nigerian army so much that it was only the other terrorists that could kill him. So you could call him a strategist too.
Exactly. It's the same logic. Stop giving these guys, please stop giving these people any form of credence. These are terrorists.
Yeah.
See, Mayego, you said something that made me so happy. You said, and this is my mindset too. And that's part of the reasons why many of us love you. You said, during this revolution that we're about to start, hopefully it turns into a full revolution. Make sure that you arrest all the former leaders, all of them, anyone that is alive, arrest him. The ones that are dead, posthumously, arrest them.
Children, they will have something to give them.
Arrest all of them. From Gowon to which other one is alive, all of them have to go to jail. Then I can take you. In fact, if that actually happens, maybe for the first time in 4 years, I might have some hope about Nigeria. Maybe for the first time.
Well,
now, secondly,
that would be something worth giving it a second shot for if that happened.
Exactly. If that happens, maybe many of us can rekindle our hope. Secondly, I also want to talk about one other aspect of our culture as a people. You saw those women, obviously they are illiterate, they are striking the ground with sticks, praying to Jesus. People are cussing them out. All these people are dumb, they are stupid, they are idiots. Truly they are, I agree. They are all those words. But at the same time, they are also victims. You could have ended up being in those shoes. Some people that cussed them out.
Wow, that's
exactly.
That's deep.
Anybody could have been in that situation depending on your environment and how you were indoctrinated. So one of the reasons why in our society it's easy for us to fall into this path is because of our culture. We respect people too much. It's good to respect people. I need to keep reiterating this. Respect people. That's what decent human beings do. But you can't just respect someone because your culture demands you do. Don't do that. You become a fool at that moment. You become a tool to be used. And that's why many people that are educated, they become tools too. They have PhDs, they have all this shit. They still become tools. How can you be... See, the professors that rig elections for the terrorist politicians, they have more education than those criminals. But because they worship those terrorists, they worship them because of their money. That's all. It's just because they have money. That's why they worship them. For that reason, they became tools that are used. That's the same way a lot of these people worship all these fake pastors, all these evil imams. They worship them because they believe that these people have power over their spiritual life. And for that reason, they've become lazy. They are never innovative. The preachers tell them, oh, pray for a good future, pray for money to appear in your bank account. They believe. They now became stupid. So our culture is one of the problems, in all honesty. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to throw every single aspect of our culture into the garbage, but a huge part.
Some people took advantage of our own culture. You know, the way people take advantage of your, they can take advantage of your faith. You know what I mean? They know you are very godly.
Yes.
You are somebody who is so respectful, and they decided to start telling you, though, if we tell him that God says, or begin to talk to him in the word of God, you easily get to his heart, and then they take advantage of that. Well, I think that's stupid, because I wanted to say nobody would kind of take advantage of you without your consent, though, because the moment you know, it has to stop.
And that's why we need to train ourselves. You know? During NSAS, they said, oh, they went to go and break Oba, one useless Oba in Lagos, one garbage, one foolish Oba in Lagos. They said, oh, in fact, I think they started blaming Igbo. Wait, didn't they start blaming Igbos for that stuff? I think they did too, because they always do anyways.
Even despite all the videos that are available, till tomorrow they still say it. They say, the Igbos say they want to push the Oba, and they will dethrone the Oba. When? Where?
That is a typical example of them taking advantage of the people's their love for their culture
and all that stuff. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a typical example. So people, please disassociate yourself from all this. Don't let anybody control you. Period. Point blank. Period. No. Say, listen, man. When you die, you are the only one that will die, and you are the only one that will meet your maker. Nobody else will be there. Don't let any other human being control you.
Tell them, the African Wala, in your life, sometimes try to be ungovernable.
Period.
Sometimes when you
be a good citizen,
when you obey them all the time, they feel so much in control, and you lose control, and that's what has happened. So once in a while, you need to be ungovernable and tell them no.
Please.
No to that. Say, what? You never say no before. I say, yeah, I'm saying no now, and I mean it. Be ungovernable. Tell them.
Please, my people, ask questions. A lot of us are already enlightened to a large extent, but we still have room for improvement. Don't let anybody control you over any aspect of your life. Religious. Listen, if you want to be religious, go read the Bible and the Quran by yourself. If you want to follow your tradition, go do your own research by yourself. Nobody knows. All that word of mouth, oral traditions that is passed down to us, a lot of it is fake. Same way it applies to the traditional belief system that a lot of us have. Oh, I want to rescue my people, bro. At the end of the day, we're all the same. We're all human beings. If you want to rescue your people, you will fail because you can never rescue your people.
God bless you.
So thank you, my good general. Thank you so much, bro.
The African Wahala. Anyway, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Let me go say thank you to my donor as well. Nice one, man. So I have another caller. Or let me say thank you, because I'm using one medium to raise this fund, okay? And it is specifically for the Igbibo. So the two donors have been Sir Lawrence. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you, okay? And as usual, Totu, you know the mission. Thank you. So these are the two people, and it be like say people don't come on their own. So they've only left us with 129 pounds, not even 140. So that's what we have in the bank. Oh no. I took a call and it just hung there. Sorry about that. So that's my last caller. I'll take another one. Hello.
Hello, Michael. Good evening.
Hello there, Charm. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well.
Thank you for today's broadcast, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing really well. You're doing really well, honestly.
I'm multitasking, raising fund on the side as well, but
I know, but I mean, what you're doing is very necessary, and
I'm
sure people
people want people say people want people to listen, You know, there are people who just want to be like, hey, everybody stand up. And you just see millions of people stood up like, oh my God, I'm like, they heard me. All of us, yeah, let's march. And you see like millions of people say, yeah, let's go. That's what some people want.
Yeah.
Nobody really want to do the job. But we
Yeah,
have
it's
to,
like, you know, like
we need to pass on the ideology we want to see in people, the talking points. There should be a platform for that. That's all.
no, absolutely. Like I said, the work you're doing is very, I mean, whether you would see the fruits of your labor, I hope you do. You know, I really hope you do. I hope that the hopes and aspirations of most of the people on this platform with regards to that particular geographical location, I think generally people want the people who are living there, our families and our friends, and you know everyone who is living there to actually to do well. You know, at the end of the day. So I hope that's my own prayer that the hopes and aspirations of many of us who are here on this platform will be seen in our lifetime, basically, hopefully. I don't have too many things to add, but you know, like there's a caller that called in and talked about I think maybe the first caller, you know, basically rubbishing or trying to minimize the efforts, I guess, of people who want to protest. And I like what the second caller said. You know, like, you know, even if you don't have any faith in what they're doing, or you don't see any value to you know what they're doing, yeah, you know, but don't exactly. You lose absolutely nothing in putting, especially putting it out that kind of energy out there. That okay, maybe this is maybe he has a point. Like okay, don't plan it so like don't give them like 2 or 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah,
But you never know because sometimes some things you may plan a thing, but you can't really tell exactly what direction it's going to take because again, this situation is so different from NSAS. You know, I don't think during NSAS they didn't have this kind of hunger in the land. You know, they didn't have this kind of day-to-day problems that we see that Nigerians have. Do you understand?
Terrorism was not
and the terror exactly. They were there, you know, those
strong.
They were there, but you know, like it's like all the ingredients for this to be something massive is just culminating at this point. You know, so you never know what direction it's going to take. I just pray that you know at the end of the day, let's not lose too many people, but you know, it's a protest, it's a revolution at the end of the day, you know, but we just pray, you know, at the end. But I think, but for me, the point is,
usually know. Nobody knows where it's going to end.
Nobody knows where it's going to end.
That's why they don't want it to happen at all.
Well, not wanting it to happen is like saying, let us carry on in our current situation. You know, I know that, and that's not what we want either. So, you know, instead of us, again, to put out that energy of, okay, you know, Nigerians are not going to do anything, blah, 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 let's just put out that energy like, okay, let them do what they need to do because at the end of the day, it benefits them, it benefits all of us. Because like you said, you know, even now you're afraid of picking up your phone because you don't know what this other person on the other line wants, you know, and then you don't know.
It's out
you know,
if anybody is also suffering from that. Now, phobia we get to, sure you get.
Everyone.
If you are suffering from it, now, once your phone start ringing, I'm not talking about like having panic. No, not panic. Just like, no, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So, but having said that, right, he did make a point, and this I think one of the times I called, that was something actually that was on my mind, but I didn't mention it was that the northern youth, I think they're the ones who want to protest, right?
Yeah.
And I think they raised a few. They're the ones who did it, but they raised a few points of the things that they wanted to achieve, but none of it talked about the terrorists, right? And so for me, I feel like at that point, I don't know whether to take them too seriously. If you don't see that is one of the things that's actually affecting everyone, including themselves, in that country. So there's a point he makes.
It actually does carry about the insecurity. In fact, it's feel like almost the top of it, not the hunger. It's almost the insecurity, the kidnappings, and all of that. You know, they have different lists. Charm. I'm just picking them as I found them relevant. I've seen them.
Okay, I mean,
yeah, they have all of that. They even have the film and the canoe part of their list.
Okay, I think for okay, I understand what you're saying, but I think for the North, I want them to call it out explicitly because again, it's one of those things that people are not comfortable about. Like, okay, the people doing it, we know that they are mostly Muslims, right? And there's this thing about calling out your fellow Muslim brothers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you're not able to, if you're not able to say,
you want to see more sort of commitment on their side that they are
on their own side, and everything, because
end.
exactly that they are actually opposed to these things, because you can't ask me to share one geographical entity with you where you see that your father, who is a Muslim, is doing something bad to me, and you're not going to say anything to him, right? Because he's a Muslim, and you expect me to be happy sharing that geographical entity with you. No, I will continue to push for my own separate state where I know that if somebody offends me, the law says that, okay, you can't do it, regardless of whether or not you're from the North or you're Muslim or whatever. Okay? So they didn't call that out. I feel like they need to say it so that we can believe it and that this is something that they're also interested in because that also solves a lot of problems as well. So I don't know. I just want to encourage people, I guess, because there's not a lot to add. I mean, you'll be discouraging them. No. There's no point discouraging them. I think we should encourage them. We don't know how it's going to end. We don't know
nobody knows how it's going to end.
Exactly. When they start, we will likely see how it goes and everything. I think our hope is that it mirrors or even exceeds what the Kenyans have done, at the end of the day, and that they're actually able to catch a few of these people. Not even wait to catch maybe like the big senator. Start from the local government because everywhere is corrupt. From your local government area, we don't. Even if you can't catch the big fish, because I'm sure that there's some big fishes that people will be able to catch, but even from the local government, just show them that you're,
we gather for your area,
exactly.
Your town, gather somewhere there. You go to the local government in the area, yeah.
They all have all of this, and they're all visible. You know where they are. Gather in those places. Let them feel your dissatisfaction with the way things are going on. When you're able to consider that, well, go to the next one, so that they know that people are serious. At the end of the day. So anyway.
Thank you.
I don't know, but
you pass your.
I wish us all the best.
Words are very powerful, okay, and that's why I love the fact that we must continue to speak out, right? What you just said there, you may not have an idea. You probably have had maybe 2-3 people who heard that voice and they say, "Thank you," and that's all they needed to convince themselves to say, "I'm joining." So
I'm just gonna do it. Yeah.
So it's better we don't just
my God. I mean, again, just well done to you for everything you're doing. I don't think I can do what you're doing, honestly. I mean, just watching you sometimes. I
never thought I would be able to myself. Seriously, I never thought. But look at me.
I have to battle depression.
It's just that you haven't really I won't feel like it, right?
No. Anyway, let me give other people a chance to call in. But people, let us put the right energy out there and just hope for the best, and just be positive. Thank you, my girl.
You too. Thanks so much. I have another caller, right? And this would be okay, wait, let me speak to Chris first. My link to that PayPal is still there in the comment. The ideal thing is for you to kind of just copy it. If you copy it, or even on your phone right now, you will see the PayPal link on the screen. You can also type it on your browser. Then I'm always going to be very grateful, right? But I'm counting on every one of us here that you help me close the number. You help me close the figure as soon as we can, right? I've got 5 days. This is the first night. But here is the Prince JJ Man.
Yeah, respect, Baba.
How are you today, Baba?
I'm fine.
Second time I'm speaking to you today again. So I must have really get you glued in front of that TV.
Yes, so Baba, you are then tonic.
Thank you.
Please, we can miss you every day. Please, my people, I want you all to share. Please continue to share until we get to the grassroots. Especially now that our people are waking up to the reality. Okay. My good general,
Please.
I want to thank you once more. I want to thank the last two speakers, Sham and African Wahala. You know, they really did justice to something I'm about to comment on. I was highly annoyed when the first, I don't know, was it the second caller who was saying Trumbi is a master strategist. You know that is a trademark of the Runukus. You know, they always want to hype Tunumbu, put him to where when he begin to fall, nothing will catch him. You know, we just fall like tortoise. Where you go, tortoise went to heaven.
Okay, you know, what do you call it? But fortunately for the man, he's not even a Ronuku.
Or
you can call him a one Nigerianist. He's somebody who still believe that maybe, you know.
Yeah. If he's not a Ronukus, maybe Ronukus
Ronuku no get liver. You don't even understand, Prince Jejeman.